welcome back to Studioloo. So I'm here with a little thrift haul today. So we came out of lockdown where I live here, I think like last Friday. So we are approaching the following middle of the week now. So I wanted to give a little bit of time before I went and did much thrift shopping because I didn't want the stores to be busy. So I got to do a little bit today. So I will show you what I got. I just went to 2 stores. I didn't buy a ton of stuff, but I did get some nice stuff. So this this book I got, it's a children's book called Tales of Fairies and Elves. So it's got a bunch of different stories in it. It has some really nice pictures inside. Different stories. Some of the pictures are like kind of whatever, but some of them are really nice. I've seen this book before. I think it's good also for the large words. So there's some cool stuff in there. I like all the thistles. This is kind of neat with the magic mirror. This girl with these birds. Yeah, so there's some really cute stuff in here. Some gnomes. So yeah, it's kind of a cute book. There's a lot of different kinds of sort of styles of photos, and I really love the cover art. The cover art's probably my favorite part of this book. I wish there was more of this style inside the book. Then I got a couple of vintage kids books that I collect like 80s, 90s toys and books, and so I found a Rose Petal Palace book, which is really great. You don't see them a whole lot these days. So yeah, they're really cute books. And I got a Strawberry Shortcake and the Sad Sun, and it's also super cute. These are from, this one is 1983, and it's very sweet illustrations. And this one is probably also around a similar time, 1984. So yeah, 80s. And then I got this nice book called The Sorcerers Apprentice, and it's a telling of the classic, story, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, but I liked the illustrations inside the book. I think there's a lot of useful illustrations. This could be a nice book for one of those kind of journals that tells a story. That I like to make like journals where I keep the story intact, so I think this one would be good for that. And then I found this book. I'm probably just going to read this with my daughter, actually. I quite like it. It probably will end up in our library rather than getting used for anything else. It's called The Bee Tree, and it's just a nice storybook. It's got some cute goats in it. It's not really like journaling type images, but it's a cute book nonetheless that I think I will read to my daughter tonight. Then I got this book. It's called The Lovables in the Kingdom of Self-Esteem. I have a copy of this in my library, but I'm happy to have found an extra one that's a little bit beaten up because this is a really nice book. It's got some beautiful pictures. Like, the illustrations are gorgeous. It's not like a super old book or anything, but it is really beautifully illustrated. Lots of fun animals, owls. Really a nice, colorful, beautiful style to it. So that will come in handy for journaling, I think. Okay, so that is it for books, I think, for the first store. Then I got just some kind of boring stuff, just a bunch of beautiful colors of thread in like greens and blues. So I'm actually happy to have found that. And then the rest of what I got was fabric. Because I've been so into like embroidery and cross stitch, I found some really cute like packs of fabrics. So they're all like embroidery type fabric. So this one comes with this incredible image of buttercups, I guess. Yeah, so it's crocuses, buttercups. Actually, this looks like, yeah, this looks like it's a painting related image. So I don't know if it has anything to do with this. Let's see. I think, yeah, so it's printed on here. So this is one sheet upside down. Okay, yeah, and that's the image right here. So you could paint it, I guess. Like it can't, this is for a painting. The instructions on it are about painting, not about doing any kind of embroidery. So I'm wondering if someone adapted this, because it looks like there's 2 sheets of it, probably for making like pillows or something. So that's a really nice find. You could make 2 pillow fronts and embroider them with that. That's pretty beautiful. So that's a nice little find. My plan this week, hopefully, is to do a bit of mordanting fabrics, because I have a bunch of fabric that I've got ready to be mordanted, because I want to start doing some botanical dyeing. I went for a beautiful walk tonight. I saw the loveliest thing I've never seen before, a baby crow learning to fly, and how funny. It was in the graveyard. No wonder maybe they only do that in the graveyard. So yeah. And then this is a tablecloth for embroidering. I couldn't get a look at like what the pattern is, because it was all folded up neatly here, but oh, it looks like someone started something with it, painting it. Okay. So I'm guessing this is what was intended, was to paint, but that's going to wash out. That's definitely acrylic paint. So I've got to think about it, because you know what? You don't necessarily have to wash this out if you want to embroider it. I would literally just, because see, I don't know when I've never bought a pre-printed cloth before. So this is linen. Yeah, it's linen, and it's printed. I don't know if this would wash off if I were to wash it. So what you could do instead is literally just embroider on top of it and then wash it on a gentle cycle. So yeah, not too concerned about like that. I also don't necessarily know what I want to do with this yet. If I will even embroider that design, we'll see. I just really wanted it because it's linen. And linen is beautiful for dyeing and printing and all those things. And linen is very expensive these days. So then I got another one. I'm guessing these are all from the same batch, the same person. And all I could tell is that it had butterflies on it. Now, I don't know. Since, yes, there's paper separating the layers. So I don't know if the paper is what's printed. No, it's the fabric again. Oh, wow. This is really pretty. So I'll have to like unfold this whole thing. I'm going to take the paper out. And we could use that. That's nice like tissue. We can use that for something. Just take it out of there. I don't know why it's in there really. And let's try to take a look at what we have. So there's some big, beautiful flowers and butterflies. And it looks like some kind of sort of a border here. And it's printed several times. This is a really big cloth. This is like huge. I'm guessing a tablecloth. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see too well on camera, but it is printed. It's very nice. So anyhow, let me furl this back up here. This is also a lightweight linen. Okay. It's like a kind of like an even weave, like a lightweight even weave. Oh yeah, sorry. Just fighting with all this fabric. These are big pieces of fabric. So let's get those out of the way. That's that stuff. And then I think my other haul is right here. It is. My other store, I should say. Okay. Let's pull this bag over here. Okay, so first I got another copy of Robert Louis Stevenson's A Child's Garden of Verses. This one is illustrated by Hilda Boswell, and I really love her illustration. She just has beautiful work. I really like it. So these are really good for making ephemera from. Lots of different beautiful images. This book is from... what date? I don't think it has one. I know that Robert Louis Stevenson, this particular book, the stories anyways, are in the public domain, but that doesn't necessarily mean these illustrations are. So either way, I plan to use it for originals anyhow. So then I got this nice big book. So let me pull this sticker off here. This was $3. Ugh, I hate those stickers. Okay. So this is a beautiful book called The Book of the British Countryside. And it has like incredible illustrations in it. It's a really high quality, beautifully published book. It's from 1973. And look at this, like common fungi of the British Isles, edible, inedible. It's got a lot of small little images of different flowers. It does have a lot of photography. It's got a lot of styles of different, like it kind of goes between like illustrations of botanical and like animal type, you know, scientific style of images, and then some are really like flowery and pretty, like Edith Holden feeling artsy images, and then of course lots of nature photography. But this kind of thing is sort of my favorite. I have a copy of this book in my library, like that, you know, in my permanent library that I wouldn't, you know, do anything with, but I was happy to see it tonight because yeah, it's a great book. And it has, one thing I noticed about it that's kind of cool is it has a hidden hollow back spine in it. So, yeah. Okay, then I don't need this. I don't need this, but I need this. It's lovely. Can I take the whole plastic off maybe? Let's see. Just to get that sticker off there. I don't want this. I do want this, but I don't want this. Ugh. Look at that owl. How beautiful is that? I'm going to put that right in my Make Ephemera Out of Me basket. So this is the Garden and Field Birds, Eggs and Nests, nearly 200 illustrations. So I definitely don't need more field guides. I have about 1 million field guides because I do a lot of nature study, but this is a 1973 copy that was published in Prague, which is kind of cool. And I love the illustrations in it. Like, they're just beautiful. I like the nests drawn in black and white, and the birds, how they pop out because they're the only thing in color. And the birds that are depicted in this book are really beautiful birds. Like, you know, they're kind of not your just pedestrian. That's so gorgeous. Yeah. Very lovely, wonderful book. Honestly, the book itself would make a nice journal, right? Like with that owl, that's amazing. Could even like cut this off and this off. And if you wanted to cover like at least part of it, you know, you could even rebuild the book and have this be the front cover. Or make a Sidewinder journal. That could be cool too. Then I got this vintage book. It's called The Right Princess, and I just really loved the cover. I thought it was very pretty. It has a nice spine. It is old. It is from 1902. So it's got those nice old cottony pages that I love so much. Nice patina on the paper. So that's just a pretty book that will become a journal. I got to do a little bit of cleaning up, but I don't think it'll be anything too serious. Then I found this book. It's kind of cool. It's called Simple Living, an illustrated workbook for the new farm and home by Jacques Massacriere. Oh, these stickers, I don't like them, but it doesn't matter. I'm just being silly. I'm not going to make a journal out of this, but I like this front cover. So why I bought it was literally the text. Like, obviously I like, you know, the content of the book. It's really kind of falling apart, but that doesn't matter. But like, oh my goodness, don't look at that. You didn't see that, right? Okay, there's all sorts of different information in here. Some of it's kind of creepy, and some of it's a little adult. What is this book about? I didn't look at this. The new farm and home. What are people doing on this farm? Oh my gosh. Okay. Like, what kind of hippie farmers are these? Oh my gosh. Well, here's some sheep. That's innocuous. And then, you know, a topless girl riding a horse. Okay, here's some nice wholesome content. We're back. We're back. Knitting, right? We're good. But why I got it though truly is I love this text. It's just nice. And there's some really nice like images in here too. And there's also, like, by the looks of it, just a lot of really cool general information, like pottery, tanning leather, weaving. Yeah, it's actually a really cool book. We've got the book binder, over 1 million books on call. Wonder if that still exists. I always like finding these kind of things. It's cute. Wow. Making a charcoal oven. Nice. Yeah, very cool. What year is this? I'm guessing this must be a 70s book. It's got a very 70s feel to it. Yeah, 75. Okay, and then I found these guys, these two books. So I guess they're from the same series. The Wonders of the Animal World, The Treasury of Many Wonders. And they're from Harper Collins. Let's get this sticker off here before I lose my mind. Oh, it hasn't been there long, thankfully. No marks. Check this one. It doesn't have one, thankfully. Okay. So I don't know if you can see the embossing on these. Let me kind of tilt them a little. So this one this is a bird carrying a book, and there's a globe behind. It's a beautiful green book. It's just very nice, like very nice. Got a little bit of tape right there. I'm going to take off. Looks like a library style kind of label had been applied maybe. Those don't offend me as much as price stickers. And then this one has like, this is like a human character, and there's like maybe 2 lions behind, and it's almost a very kind of primitive feeling, primitive human looking cover, but it's really nice. So this one has images of just kind of general information. Yeah, different world kind of information about animals and people, and so probably quite dated, you know, because this is probably an older, let me see when this is published. Copyright, printed in Britain. It may not have a date. It looks like it doesn't have a date. That's odd, because it's got those kind of shiny, like soft shiny pages. So usually, I think those started being published around in like the 60s, like there would be that kind of thing, but I don't know. I don't know the date. I can look it up though. It's not a big challenge. Then this one, I don't know if it would have a date. Probably not if they're the same series and one doesn't. Okay, this is interesting. This is a hippopotamus yawning, and it says the river horse yawns. The hippopotamus is an ugly creature. Here he is seen rising from the water where he lies practically submerged during the heat of the tropical day. He only bows to the whale in size of mouth. Interesting. Yeah, it just has copyright Great Britain. It doesn't give me the date, but they're really nice. Like, I don't know that I would use a whole lot from the inside, like maybe a little bit. Oh, how cute is this the jerboa? Oh my gosh. I'm such a sucker for like little things like elephant shrews and stuff like that. Oh. Okay, so that's those. They're nice. Okay, I think this, no, not quite the last book. I think we have one more after this. So this one, I paid a little more than I normally would for it, but $4. I don't need to take that off. It's fine. This is Vancouver is a Garden by Donna McClement, and I bought it for just the beautiful insides. So it has really nice paintings in it. I don't think it's all that old. It's got one of those cool embossed library of Bruce C. McLeod. But look at these paintings, right? Aren't they beautiful? So this is, where are the dates in these books? It looks like it doesn't have one. 1985. So it's a little old. Okay, so look at these paintings. I like this one, this like leaf man. It's really cool. It's like depictions of botanical gardens and, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, very beautiful. So I had to get that. It was just too pretty. Then this one, Benningfield's English Landscape. So again, just, you know, you know, people used to be, well, people can be so lovely. Like, how nice is this? Like, I love people who give books as gifts, especially like artful books. So to Ken, hope there may be a picture in here to inspire your paintbrush to work again. Love, Stella and Bob. Like, Stella and Bob, you guys are like seriously cool friends. So this book is really pretty. I love the end papers, which are talked about here, which is nice. They're these poppies, so beautiful. Poppies, this year on roadside verges and in places that have escaped the herbicide sprays, there has been a tremendous flush of poppies. I've painted them without any detail at all because I was most conscious of looking at a haze of colors and shapes. That's very nice. So it's like this person, Gordon Benningfield. It's like he's just painted his sort of experiences. This is 1985. And there's a lot of pictures in here, so we'll just kind of go through some of these paintings. I thought they were just beautiful. He's a really interesting artist. He's got a very like varied style too, like the subject matter as well as just the feel of his work. Like, I think there's a very impressionist feel to his work, but I like how he kind of carries it through everything he does, and I like his sketches a lot. They're really charming. His Pussy Willows, how beautiful. So that book is nice. The rest of what I got, I think, is like textile stuff. Found a really cool dress for my daughter that I didn't bring. So it's going to the laundry. Let me just grab all this stuff. There we go. Okay, so I got a big pack of these, like, I think they're just like index cards, but they were 98 cents, and like there's quite a few of them in here, and I always need like little, why am I so weak? Little paper bases, like, you know, thicker paper bases for things. So I don't know, I didn't obviously open these, but they looked promising. That they were a decent size and a decent weight for like a journal card backing, and they're nice. They're cardstock. So this is just a bunch of nice cardstock, like journal card sized papers. So I'm literally just going to tuck them right in this bag that I keep pinned, sort of tacked to the side of my desk here, so I can grab from it all the time. So 50 cents for 3.5 yards of this beautiful color. I don't have a lot of lace and stuff in this color, and I was really excited because it's really pretty. I like the waffly kind of background to the flowers. So that's nice. I got a lot of bluey stuff. Well, a little bit anyways. Then this one is 50 cents. Okay, and there's a lot of it in here. It's really crammed in. And it's like a wider sort of periwinkle, purpley blue lace. And that's like a really generous amount for that. And it's floral. So it's really pretty. Very, very pretty. Then another blue one over here, 50 cents for 2.5 yards plus 2 yards. So it's 2 pieces, and it's just this nice light blue. And I think I've had a very similar lace to this in the past that was in white. It's stretchy, but I like the little, just this little kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Just the aesthetic of it is nice. Then this one is 50 cents. And it just looked interesting to me. I don't actually know what I'm dealing with here. Okay, so, well, that's really pretty actually. Yeah. Very pretty. I could tea dye that and it would be even nicer, I think. So there's a couple pieces there. It's a good size. Then I found this little baggie of $2.50 for like a quilter's, probably a quilter's stash of pieces. There was lots of different quilting kind of things and like little bits of fabric, but this one I liked because it has a bit of a variety. I think there's about 3 or 4 different fabrics in here, so there's kind of this general theme. I like these. They'd be good for a lot of projects, and I think they're like the shape to make probably like a circle, you know, so you could make a circle with those. They're definitely pre-cut into quilting like shapes. And then there's also like some blue tones and purpley like rainbow kind of tones, and these will be good I think for some journals that I have coming up. I actually should set a stack of these aside for those journals because they'll be perfect. So I'll just set those there and I'll keep the rest in here and just put it in my little fabric stash over here. Then I did get a bit of a whack of like lace. So this one is nice. It was $3. It's a large table runner, and I have a couple ideas about it. Number one, I like the motif. It's nice. These rounds, flowers, like two to three, two different like patterns, and then also that has these little separator flowers and a nice border. So I might use this for dyeing paper, like to get that lacy paper. I was looking for a few more different motifs to do that because I have I think 2 or 3 different motifs. Then the rest of this is just random bits of tatting, which I learned to do this week in case you missed it. Hold on, let me grab my, let me grab my little staple remover here. So I learned to do tatting this week, and I gotta tell you, it's a little complicated at first, but once you get a hold like on what you're doing and you memorize like the movements of like wrapping the yarn around your finger properly and stuff, it's you get the hang of it. It's pretty fun, and I like what you can do with it. So it was part of the Anbrook challenge this week. I finished my tag today actually. I gotta take a picture of it for Instagram, so check out my Instagram if you want to see that. I'll do it after I film this video. But I got these 3 little circles of crochet. This one is crochet. This one is, there's 2 of them. Nice. So they're little cotton circles, actually linen, I'm sorry, linen circles with tatting all around. Gorgeous tatting. And then this is an entirely tatted piece. And this really pales, like my tatting is not nearly as beautiful as this. I don't know how to do the joining of these pieces. I have no idea. My knowledge is very basic. Then for $1, I got, these are collars, but I just like them. I don't like these staples, I'll tell you that much. I really wish they would not use staples. Just put them in a bag or something. Oh no, that's plastic. I guess this is better than plastic. Maybe an elastic would be nice, so just put them in an elastic or something. So these two pieces would be like a collar, right? That's not what I'm going to use them for. I'm going to put them in my lace stash here. Looks like one is kind of, oh no. Okay, so these are actually navy blue and black. There's two colors there. Okay, then this is also another collar. So these sets were $1, which I think is extremely reasonable because they're really pretty. A lot of these actually come from Mennonite stores, like Mennonite Supply, and then they end up in the thrift stores. Okay, and then this one I thought was really pretty. I'm half tempted to use it on a dress, like with a cute collar. So I don't know what I'll do with this. I may or may not use it for like supply to make things. It's velvet with gold embroidery, and it's just really nice. I totally meant to empty my little garbage can that I keep on my desk before this video, and I forgot. But yeah, look how pretty those are. Wouldn't that be beautiful on a dress? Like some kind of a cute, like a pink dress with that would be amazing. The edge of this one's a little raggy though, so maybe that's why it's here. So you'd have to do an overlock stitch or something with maybe some more gold, which I have all that ability in supply. I could do that. And then this collar I thought was so pretty that I probably will use it maybe on a dress for my daughter or something. It's got this little button. It's so pretty. I'm like a real sucker for these collars. I don't know why. Like I haven't I have a few of them. I haven't used a single one yet. I've just hoarded them, so I need to get on with using them. But I have a ton of sewing I need to be doing. I've got like big plans. So yeah, that's really pretty. Then I got a huge, this was $3. I was looking at all these little pieces of lace and then I saw this thing and I'm like, yes, it's stained, but it's really thick and I love, it can be washed obviously. I love it. It is so nice. It's like a really open kind of weave and it's got this kind of going across here. It's got butterflies. It's got like poppies on the bottom and other butterflies, and then this like scalloping. I think I might try using that also for the coffee dyeing with paper experiment, so that will be on my agenda. And then I got this piece of fabric. So this is like a table runner. It's thick, it's double. Whoever made this like made it very durable. So the front of it, or the back, I don't know which is which. Like I'm not a big fan of this fabric, but I love this. And it's like, it feels almost like denim. And I thought, how nice would that be as a journal cover? Like I hope the color is coming up true on camera. To me, it looks a little bit more like slightly more navy than it is in real life. In real life, it's very what's the word? Not cerulean, almost like that beautiful old, like, is it Wilton China blue, but a little bit darker. Yeah, it's got like an indigo feel, but a little bit brighter. Like, I don't know if I can explain it fully, but yeah, it's really pretty. So I think there will be journal covers in its future, and it's actually just a commercial like PC brand fabric, so it's nothing special, but it is really nice. So okay, so that is my thrift haul for today. I hope you enjoyed getting to see thrift haul again. I know it's been a while. I don't see myself doing a ton of thrifting because I'm, again, kind of like trying not to overstock myself. I have lots of supplies here to be working away, so that's what I'm really doing. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will be back soon with another video, and I hope you have a lovely evening. If you haven't yet subscribed, I would love it if you did. And all my information is down below in the description box. So thanks again, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.